Hi, this is Ollie Marland, and you are listening to Six Towns Radio.
Classic hits and today's biggest tunes. Six Towns Radio.
Terry Bossons, Terry Bossons, Terry Bossons, Terry Bossons.
Bossons About, 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 Bossons About on Six Towns Radio.
It is indeed Bossons About for a Friday. Happy Friday to you. I was off yesterday for whatever reason. I deserved a day off, that's what it was. All these DJs having the big Ibiza breaks and, you know, having the holidays, all these big paid DJs. Well, I'm an average paid DJ, so I have an average holiday, which is a day in Manchester. We didn't even actually get to the seaside. I was saying, are we going to the seaside? We ended up in Manchester. Went and watch a film. It was quite a nice day. But I enjoyed the break, but it's great to be back. First of all, I'm going to welcome my first guest to the studio, Mr. Pete Conway. Welcome.
Nice to be back again. Is it an anniversary or something coming up?
Well, next Saturday...
I thought it was.
Is Six Towns Radio's second birthday. Mm-hmm. So we're inviting a few people back. Right. Who we've had on before. Well, we don't have to invite you back.
Second home.
Yeah, we don't have to invite you back. You can come anytime. But we thought we'd invite you back down to talk about a few things. You know, you've been quite busy.
Yeah, with one thing and another. I haven't been busy. I've been doing odds and sods. But not been away for a while. And lots of things happening in my life, and of course I'm becoming a granddad very shortly, so that's very busy. Will be shortly.
Yes,
I hope.
How far off is that now?
About 3 weeks.
Oh man! Yeah. Obviously, your Rob's got a new song coming out next week.
Yes, he has.
In all the media and everything like that. So we just played two Robbie songs. Yeah. We played Feel, which is about 10 years old now, probably older than that.
Yeah, could well be. I remember doing the video for that in Canada.
On the horseback?
Yeah, it looked great. He invited me over. He said, do you want to come? And I thought, it'd be nice to go up there. And then he told me the itinerary, got to be up at 7:30 every morning, got to do this. And I thought, is it warm? No. He said, it's cold. No, well, you tell me about it. So no, so I didn't go. But it's a very good video.
Yeah, it's very good. He's got a massive fan base in Canada, Robbie Williams has, and across the world. The only place that he has never cracked is America. We know all about that.
Yeah, sure.
But that's probably why he lives there.
Well, he can live there, that's right. It's only the pap that chases him around over there.
Yeah. So exciting times for you, for him as well.
Yep.
New clothing range as well, this Farrell clothing range.
That you launched that, didn't you, yesterday? Yeah, he's been busy, very, very busy.
Can you see yourself wearing any of that?
I think, do they do large?
I think it's been described as like 20s, 30s type of look.
Yeah, it is. I've seen it all, of course. No, I think, no, I'm a bit more staid now, Terry. I'm quite happy with the pipe and slippers.
Oh, yeah, of course. But yeah, it's exciting times with Six Towns Radio. We've said we didn't think we were going to make it to one because radio stations come and go. They do come and go.
No, they do.
So we've got you here this afternoon. We're going to have a chat to you about all things local. We've got a few things to talk about this afternoon.
Yeah.
A few recurring things. You've got a few messages you want to do. Also on the show as well today, we've got a May and Mar Lady radio play. You've been in one of them. You were one of the first
I have
ones.
Indeed, yeah.
Well, today at 4 o'clock, we've got one with Gareth Owen from Port Vale in.
Really?
Yeah. So
that's good.
That's going to be played at 4 o'clock. And then, he might be here earlier, we've also got the very, very nice guy who is Ollie Marland coming down. He's been down before. He's going to sing a couple of songs for us.
I've heard of him, yeah. That's he's having a resurgence. It's a footballer, isn't
it? Yes. Imagine that, though. That's we put this to him last time, you know. Not only can he sing, he can play football. And he's a good-looking lad as well. So he's 17, he's got everything.
Oh, I know. Just love him. I've got a mate, a very good mate, a very, very good singer, and plays golf off scratch, and a good-looking lad. And dear me, I mean, it's just too much, isn't it, really?
You know, I was... Well, I wanted to be in a band. I couldn't really sing that well, so I ended up being a DJ. You usually do one or the other. And now I'm behind, like you say, behind closed doors. Best place for me. But yeah, he's going to be down singing a couple of songs. We've already put it out on Twitter to get some questions. But if you've got any questions for Pete as well,
that'll be nice.
He's going to be here for the next hour or so. That'd be brilliant. You can email us studio@sixtowns.co.uk. It's the number 6. Or you can send a text in the UK 01782 454 180. All the contact details are on the website sixtowns.co.uk. If you want a phone app, you can get us on TuneIn, Receive It, everything like that. It's Six Towns Radio with the number 6.
Six Towns Radio.
Okay, it's 6 Towns Radio. I'm back with Pete Conway, the legendary Pete Conway. I love it when he comes down.
It's great.
We don't stop chatting.
No, we
It's a
don't.
pity we got playing music and adverts and stuff. We can just leave the mics up and carry on. But I just want to thank you for the Oatcake Day book, because that finally came out. A lot of work went into that for everyone involved, including yourself.
Hey, it's a great book. I've got it. I'm just looking at it now. I've got it here with me.
So what did you think? You know, I
Fab.
think you give you the first copy. There's a bit of humour there.
Yes, there is, yeah. And it's bringing oatcakes to the world.
Yeah.
In fact, I've just got it here in front of me, and I've got a friend who's listening at the moment in Dublin. Hello,
Okay.
Yvonne. And I'm sending you one of these oatcake books, Yvonne, for your birthday. So I've just done it. I've just got it right in front of me. So happy birthday for next week. Here's a question. She texted me this morning, and she was going to go to Blackpool for a birthday.
Okay.
What do you think about that? Here we are. This is a debate. Is Blackpool the place to go these days? Depending on how old you are, I suppose.
Well, I'll tell you this, Peter. I went Blackpool this year. I haven't been for a number of years. I remember going as kids. That was where we took to Blackpool.
Yeah, and me, yes, of course.
Yeah, and you could go in the sea. The pier was lovely. You know, the fairground and all that was massive.
Mm-hmm.
And then I heard you got paid just to go inside the pleasure beach now, and
You have.
they haven't got all the artists on they used to have.
No.
The illuminations are the same as last year. Well, that's changed, because I went there this year, and all the beachfront, they've done it so nice. They've done this like walkway with all big quotes on there, from Peter Kay and all Joe Longthorne and all these other comedians spanning, like, you know,
Going back to
Going back
Les
to-
Dawson.
yeah,
They have.
Yeah,
Now, I went to see Joe Pasquale a few weeks back,
Yeah.
who was at the Grand, and I went up to see Joe, and yes, they have.
Yeah.
They've tidied the place up. It looks great. The only, and this could be debatable with anybody who goes to Blackpool, the only thing I found, I went out at night time, and it was like a war zone.
Yeah. Well, it's always been one for like hen parties and stag
dear
do's.
me, yeah, but I
Yeah.
mean, there was police vans everywhere. It just took the edge off it for me.
Yeah.
You know, that and a lot of stags and hen parties and whatever.
Well, that's the same as every town on a Friday and Saturday night.
I
now.
suppose,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just getting older, aren't I?
Well, you just got to find the places to go, because my mum and her husband went Blackpool, and they only go Blackpool in the day, and they stay just off the south coast,
Yeah.
and
Southport.
and everything goes on in the hotel, so they don't have to go out at all.
You do it. There's an
Really?
age group that
Yeah.
get entertained
Yeah.
all night. Every hotel's got something going on at night time. You don't. That's quite right.
But, yeah,
it
you
was
get-
just a bit of a disappointment. I went to the theatre. When I came out, it was bedlam, and I wasn't happy. You know, there's too many nutters maybe knocking about for my money. But as you say, and you're quite right, probably I just don't get out enough. You could say the same about anywhere.
I see some sides myself, but yeah, you can say the same about everywhere. But yeah, they have changed it. Well done to the council and everything up there for actually
Looks great.
You know, visually it's beautiful.
yeah, it
and
is.
I saw people in the sea.
Yeah, but
the
they've
legs
always
didn't
done
dissolve.
that. Even if it's raining, you know, you're on your holidays, so you've got to actually go and get... I've never worked that one out either.
But you know, going back 10 years, people wouldn't have gone in the sea in Blackpool because they weren't allowed to. You know what I mean? Because there was that much pollution in there.
Yeah, it doesn't look very
But
clever to me
no,
now.
they've cleaned it up.
Have they?
They've cleaned up quite a lot.
Oh, there
you
you
know,
are.
no prams and everything like that.
There you are, Yvonne. That's the report on Blackpool.
And the fish in the sea were in tins.
Yes. Yeah.
But yeah, Yvonne, get yourself Blackpool. You know
All
what I
right, then.
mean? Just for a bit. It's not
Yeah.
far from Ireland, you know.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it's a nice day out. But yeah, the Oatcake Day book came out. It's raised quite a lot for charity. We're going to try to push it for the Christmas market now. We're
Yes.
getting quite a lot of shops. So anyone who's interested in seeing some of the pictures in there, you know, it's got pictures for everyone and stories for everyone. If you're not from Stoke-on-Trent, you want to find out a little bit about Stoke-on-Trent. There's a little bit of history in there as well. Fred Hughes wrote the foreword.
A historian
Yeah,
of this
yeah.
parish, yeah.
Yeah.
He's written the forward for it. Very, very good as well.
But that book, basically, what that book's for is for when I go somewhere and I talk to maybe a singer from America or an actress from Australia, and I have to try and explain what an oatcake is. I can just give them that
Yes.
now.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
I'll tell you a little story about the oatcakes. Remember Jack Wilde?
Yes, yeah.
Well,
from
Jack
Oliver.
Wilde was Oliver,
Yeah.
yes. Well, I had a phone, many years ago. I had a phone call from him. He's passed away now, God bless him. And he was at the theatre at Hanley, and he rang me and he said, I've been given your phone number. We never met. He said, but I was told that your son played the Artful Dodger in Oliver at the theatre. And I said, yes, he did. And he said, and I'd love to meet him and just talk about the role and the things. And I said, well, where are you now? He said, I'm at the theatre. And I said, well, get a taxi, this is my address, and come over, because he's here now sitting by the side of me. So he arrived. So I've got, I should have taken, I haven't got a camera, the phones weren't out then, were they? And so I've got two Artful Dodgers sitting on my settee discussing the role in Oliver. And he was such a lovely lad, Jack Wilde. And so Rob said to him, what are you doing tomorrow? And he said, in the morning it's nothing. He said, well, you must come and have breakfast with us. We're having oatcakes. So my dad always does oatcakes and breakfast. Because Jack Wilde said, what are oatcakes? And he said, well, the cakes that you have, he said, you have cakes with your breakfast. And he said, well, they're like a pancake. You have a pancake? No, well, it's like mine, but it's not. He said, you'll have to come and just try them out, these oatcakes. And he's looking a bit suspicious about it. I don't know whether I want oatcakes with my breakfast. He said, where do you get them from anyway? He said, we get them from a hole in the wall. And that was the end of that. He said, you're really taking the mickey now, aren't you?
Yeah. But yeah, it's really difficult to explain what one is. Because I suppose, for instance, like if you're from the north, a lot of people have black pudding with a breakfast.
Yeah.
But that's gone pretty much national, hasn't it?
It has, yes.
But the oatcake hasn't. It hasn't travelled. And I think a lot of people don't want it to travel. That's what it is. People are saying, you know...
It is special.
Yeah, it wants to stay around here. But yeah, we've had loads of fun, and next year we're going to put out another boot with more pictures in there.
Yes.
And Ollie Marland, who's coming in at, well, he should be here soon.
Yeah.
He's definitely going to be on at 4. He did a picture for us, and he likes oatcakes, and he plays at Port Vale, so there's quite a nice connection there.
There is, yeah.
But he's got a lot of fans listening today who probably never had an oatcake.
No, I had a friend who I talked about, lived outside the area. And I used to talk about, well, I'm signing off on the phone, well, I'm going now, I'm having my oatcakes, and I'm going out, whatever. You mentioned oatcakes. Yeah. And he went to Scotland for his holidays, where he saw oatcakes. So, and it goes with your biscuits in Scotland. They're oatmeal biscuits, oat biscuits. And he was having them, you can dunk them, can't you, in your coffee. And he said, how the devil do you have them with bacon and egg and beans? So I said, no, you haven't quite got it right.
But yeah, it went really well, Oatcake Day. It trended on Twitter. You've now got a phone with Twitter on and Facebook and everything like that. You're not interested?
No.
That's good.
No, I haven't got one of them, no.
But yeah, it's a way of spreading the love. But yeah, it got onto Facebook and Twitter and everyone embraced it this year. So bigger next year, but it raised a lot of money for charity.
Good.
Which is quite important. We raised quite a lot for Donna Louise.
Yes.
We did a gig in Hanley, which raised £200 for them. Did a night in Newcastle. You were away. Your friends came down, didn't they, from Manchester? A couple of weeks ago when we did the boot launch thing.
That's right. Yes, of course they did. Yeah, yes, I was away.
How did that go?
Great. Fabulous. I haven't been doing much this last few weeks. I've gone to ground in the last 3 or 4 weeks. The last month's been just flirted by very quickly without me noticing. Yeah,
but the boot launch we did acoustic night, so we got some local singers come down with the guitars and play along, and again that was a nice night, and it raised another £100 or so for Cordwell children. Yeah, so that was quite nice. All local charities. So that was Ollie Marland. He's in the studio very soon. I'm with Pete Conway now. What do you think of his voice?
I enjoyed that. That was very good.
I just showed you a video of him.
I know, yeah. I've been watching it on your machine. And there's been a lot of followers. How many followers have seen that?
On that one, it's probably about 15,000 people. Have just
amazing. How do they find it in the first place?
Well, that's it.
Word of mouth.
It's a community now, Pete. It's a community. What they do.
There's another world out there. Yeah. It used to be jungle drums at one time. You know?
That's it.
That's how it's same thing.
Smoke signals.
Yeah, that's right.
But nowadays, what it is, somebody will set up a fan site for somebody, and then somebody else will set up a fan site, and you usually get different countries. Like, for instance, he's got Ollie Marland France, for instance, and then he's got Ollie Marland US. Somebody in the US has set up a fan site. So
amazing.
He'll put a video online. One of them will watch it, and then they'll
pass
tell the
it
world
on to somebody.
Yeah.
Wow, see, the world's changed, and
they're not getting out.
It's good fun, though, isn't it?
They're not getting out looking for it. You can sit at home and watch it. It's brilliant. Yeah, he's got a really good voice. He's going to be singing something for us. I don't know what
and
yet.
He's from Stoke?
He's from Stoke, yeah.
Yeah.
I won't tell you exactly where, because we've got people listening.
That's right.
Knock on.
Correct.
I'll tell you off the mic.
Talking, for people that are listening from outside of Stoke, we've been talking about the local dialect.
Yes.
Which is quite unique, and there's many things that we say in Stoke-on-Trent that are grammatically so wrong it's untrue, but we understand each other because we live here. But I think we just been, for the people that are listening now, these are little things. If you living in Stoke, things that get up my nose. These Stoke things. I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and he was telling me that somebody was learning somebody how to drive.
Yeah.
Well, they weren't.
No. They're teaching them.
They were teaching them how to drive.
Yeah.
Yes, they were. And but that's a Stoke thing. I hear it so many times.
Yeah.
I'm learning. Can you borrow me a fiver?
Of course you can. Yeah. It's the opposite, isn't it?
Yes. And I think, and now I got picked up the other day. Well, why this conversation came about, I got picked up the other day by something that I've never thought of. Is it Stoke or is this universal? I don't know. I think it could probably well be Stoke. If I said to you, I am forgetting things at the moment, and I need to go to the dry cleaners tomorrow, so will you remind me on in the morning?
Yeah.
What have I said wrong there?
Remind me on.
Remind me on.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah.
Now we say that, and it just flirts past, and you don't really hear it, and you don't notice it. Will you remind me on? No, will you remind me?
Yeah.
Where's the on come from? Well, we say it, and nobody
Remind me.
says it's a weird thing because we hear it all the time.
Yeah, we need to find that out. If you're somewhere not Stoke-on-Trent.
Does anybody say "remind me on"? 'Cause I say quite naturally.
Yeah.
Remind me on comes after it.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good example.
I tell you what we do in Stoke as well. We miss out the word "to" too, and you said it a few times while we've been on the air today. I went Blackpool. No, you went to Blackpool. I'm going Hanley.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to Hanley. But we miss T.O. out. That's a Stoke thing. We all do it. And I'm just going Hanley, and I'll see you. I'm going to Hanley.
See, I don't really. When I'm off the mic, I talk really, prop and posh, but I put the Stoke accent on for the listeners.
It's a Stoke thing. It's a Stoke radio show, yeah.
Yeah, no, I really don't.
I wonder if Johnny, well, tell me, Rob's mate, Johnny's is so Stoke it's untrue when he's on stage.
Yeah.
And he's proud of it, and so he should be. And it does stand out, and it's a lovely thing. And and the same with everybody, whatever dialect, northeast, wherever, Geordie, Liverpudlian, Stoke, then we should maintain it. But there are things. I wonder whether Remind Me On is anywhere other than
I'd like
Stoke.
to know that. I've got a bit of a cold today, listeners, so it might sound a bit like what block nose will I have. Another thing that I hear all the time is people will say, I've just been up Hanley,
Yes.
and I've brought some shoes.
Brought some, yes, that's another one.
Not bought.
No, brought, yeah. Yeah,
Well, they might have brought them back.
yeah. I brought him a present.
Yeah.
Might do, yeah, well, one is right. You have brought them back, but you've also bought and brought. Yeah, that's a Stoke thing as well. It is. There's many. I remember a long time ago when I was a lot younger. I wouldn't say, but I remember I was proing. I was working, and I was in some dig somewhere where I was working with a lot of other entertainers. And I was smoking then. Somebody asked me for my lighter, and I couldn't find it. And I said, "Oh, I fell it on the floor." I've never said it since. Yeah. That was a long time ago, but that was a Stoke thing. Yeah. No, I didn't fall it. It fell on the floor.
Yeah.
I dropped it.
My mum was funny because she's very Stokey, up duck,
Yes, right.
And she takes that abroad with her. You'll be sitting in a restaurant and a Spanish waiter will come over. She go, Duck, can you just go get me a bottle of ketchup?
Yeah, no, I cringe because I've been in a lot of places abroad with Stokey people. I've got one friend, a friend of mine that I know very well, and he went away with with a friend of mine that went to southern Spain, and the two of them, the one that didn't speak pottery, went as an interpreter. And he had to interpret all the things he said to anybody because he just looked at him as though... I mean, it's difficult outside of Stoke. I mean, if he went to Derby, he'd have problems, but going to southern Spain... so he just had to... But he had no way of stopping talking like he does, a pottery.
Yeah, it's nice when you hear... we've said this before when you've been in the studio. When you go somewhere else and somebody goes, "You're from Stoke," straight away. You can tell somebody else from Stoke straight away.
As soon as I was in Malta in August, when I'm talking about 4 months ago, and I got onto one of these little minibuses coming out of the hotel to be taken down to wherever we were going, And a couple sat in the back, and he said something, well, I don't know. And I looked over my shoulder and I said, what part of Stoke are you from?
Yeah.
And he was from Snee Green.
Yeah, straight away, it's brilliant. Yeah. I love it.
Six Towns Radio.
We're back, Peter, we're back.
Hello.
We're just chatting. It's got quite busy in the studio, which
yes,
we like.
It has, it's great.
Very soon, we've got May and Marlady radio play to play, bang on 4 o'clock, and then we're going to bring Ollie Marland into the studios. Are you going to stay around for a bit?
Yeah, sure, I'd love to.
That'd be quite nice.
I'd love to.
That'd be quite nice. Oh, I feel better now. That's Professor Green featuring Sierra Kutabek. Brand new song, it's called Avalon. I've just blown my nose. I've got hay fever, that's what it is, Pete.
Yeah, there's a lot of it about at the moment.
Is there?
So
a lot of hay or a lot of fever?
A lot of both.
Yeah. Just a little tiny bit of sun and that's it, I'm sneezing.
Yeah.
But we'll soldier on, We've got Ollie Marland, he's in the building, he's going to be on air very, very shortly. We've had a couple of texts for you, Pete, as always. Yvonne has sent a message in.
How nice.
From Ireland.
I wonder whether she is listening from Dublin.
Yeah, she sent a message in from Dublin saying the best oat cakes are for Snee Green. Where you go? Well, beg to differ.
Well, everybody has the preference, don't they? I explain to people from outside the area. People will drive past oatcake shops to go to their oatcake shop, won't they?
Yeah,
because they are the one.
Oh, it's like religion.
It is really.
Yeah.
Did you like thick ones or thin ones?
I don't like the really thick ones, but I can eat them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do prefer them in the middle somewhere.
Yeah, thin ones. Me.
Yeah. And do you roll them or fold them?
Yeah, but I like that. Yeah,
you gotta know how to fold them.
Yeah, my mate in Lancashire, he folds them up by the side of the plate. When I roll them up. Yeah.
Do you mop everything up off of the plate?
Yes, of course. That's what they're there for.
Yeah, that's what they're there for. She's also included some Dublinisms. You know, we did Stoke accents and stuff. She's also said, "Can you read these out?" And you've probably heard her say a few of these.
Yeah.
You wouldn't get that for me, would you?
You wouldn't get that for me, would you?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That means you're not going to get it for me. It's a negative. You wouldn't get that for me.
Yeah.
Or would you get that for me?
Oh, come here to me. Where else would you come to?
Yeah, that's Irish. But I mean, you could write. You could go on forever with Irishism.
But I still like the Stoke one. Remind me on.
Remind me on's a stunner.
Yeah.
I think that's brilliant. And,
that's
and I never thought about it until I was pulled up on it a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
Said it all my life. Remind me on.
If you forget, I'll remind you on.
Yeah.
Just in case.
It's never right, is it?
I know.
No,
that is brilliant. But yeah, she's listening from Dublin. Can you tell us a story of how you know Yvonne?
Yeah, Yvonne, dearie me, a long time ago, Yvonne found me on one of those magical things that you have up there in front of you.
On the computer?
Yes, and she was about 18, I think. Was that right, Yvonne? I think it was, about 18. She was at college, and she was a fan of my lads. And I used to get a lot of fan letters, and I used to answer them all. And there was something about Yvonne. Yvonne wrote back to me about something, but it wasn't a fan letter. It was about her home life and what she was doing, etc. She was at college doing law and things. And something just struck a note, and this is a long time ago. And so I wrote back to her about what the letter was about, and we found that we were just writing to each other about once every 5-6 weeks or whatever. And I just got a letter from Yvonne, which was quite normal. And from being a fan letter to start with, we became pals, and we have been ever since. And I'm not going to give your age away. It's your birthday next week. But she's not 18 anymore.
We can say happy birthday to her then for next week.
Yeah, we said happy birthday for next week.
And also 6 Towns Radio, happy birthday for next week.
Yeah, and same time. And yeah, so we've been in touch ever since. And she's she was 18 then, and she's not 20s anymore.
Okay. So has she come over to Stoke?
Yes, she's been over to Stoke. She's met all the lads and all my mates in Stoke, yeah.
Have you been across to Dublin to see her?
Oh, I haven't seen her in Dublin, but I've been to Dublin, yeah.
Oh, that'd be quite nice. But yeah, she sent a message. It's nice to know that we're having people listening in Ireland today. And because Ollie's on the way, we've had people listening in France, in the US. People had to stay up or go to bed and get up early, whatever they're doing. They're all listening.
Go to bed.
Yeah. I think because a couple of the lads have been tweeting from All the Young. They're in Australia and they are ahead of us. So
they
now
are ahead of us
it's
now.
probably about 3 a.m.
Yeah, yeah, it is on New Zealand, Australia.
So if you're listening in Australia today, you know, get bed.
Get bed, duck.
And does the when you pull the plug out the bath, does it go down the other way?
Just go there, yeah, it goes
Does it?
anti-clockwise.
Does it?
Aye. Apparently. I've never been down the
No,
plug
I've never been to Australia.
It's a great place, wonderful, and New Zealand, yeah. Phil Taylor's just come back, you know, he's been out there.
Yeah.
And they said there's just as many nutters in Australia as there are here.
Phil told me once about name dropping.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, and Prince Charles told me about name dropping once.
We're going to play this May and Mar lady thing. We play one every week. This one, it'll be interesting to Ollie as well. We do a thing called May and Mar lady, the radio series. You've all seen it in the Sentinel if you're from Stoke-on-Trent. Basically, it is a cartoon using the regional dialect of Stoke-on-Trent. And we've got people like Pete's done one, haven't you?
Yeah.
We've got Nick Hancock in one,
Yeah.
Denny Smith. But this one features Port Vale defender Gareth Owen.
And now, May and Mar lady.
Thanks to me at it, do you wanna shut up? You wanna lift a finger for the washing up, but I love things.
Good afternoon, may I speak to the man of the house?
He's right.
When would be the best time to catch him at home?
Before opening and after closing time, Duck.
You have been listening to May and Mar Lady by Dave Follows. May was played by Nick King. Mar Lady was played by Maxine King. Special guest star Gareth Owen as the salesman. Produced by Terry Bossons for Six Towns Radio. Original song recorded by Universal Thrift Club.
For more May and Mar Lady, go to www.davefollows.com.
Welcome him to the studio. He's been down before. We've got Ollie Marland back.
Good
You right?
afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, mate. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Except for the hay fever, stroke, cold, man flu, whatever it is. I'm okay. So I hope I don't spread that in here. You've met Pete now?
I have.
Yeah, yeah, nice. So nice to meet you. I've heard so much about you.
Thank you very much.
Watching you earlier on before he turned into the studio.
Yeah. But it's going to be fun. We've got an hour with you. We're going to be playing a couple of your songs. You're going to sing for us, yeah? Is that
Yeah,
okay?
sure, yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Always
even
happy
take
to
an
sing.
odd request or odd question from the Twitter universe or on Facebook. We can get a few questions on his Facebook site. We've already had quite a lot in anticipation anyway. So we'll go through a few of them this afternoon. But let's talk a bit about football, because, like, you know, I'm a Port Vale fan, as you know.
Port Vale fan here.
Pete's a Port Vale fan. You're a Port Vale player. How's it been going since last time you came down? Because you actually played in a friendly game in the first team, didn't you?
I did, yes. We played against Congleton. We won 2-1.
Just over the border, boo!
And I scored in that game. But, yeah, it's going good. The first team have been doing well. And the youth team have been doing well. And so of the reserves, they played the first game the other night and won 1-0. Gazoin actually scored the goal. So
yeah, a great start, you know.
What
obviously.
position are you playing on?
I'm a striker.
Oh, you're up front. Good
Yeah.
one. Well done. Where did you start? What school did you go to?
Endon High School.
And you played there, obviously.
Yeah, a few
Stoke City
times.
football. So football, the school side, is that still operating? Stoke City football, the schools.
Yeah.
Is that still?
Yeah.
Did you play in that?
Not so much. I just tried to concentrate on Vale as it was to try and get my contract for my.
Sure. How did that happen?
Basically, you go through like what it's called the School of Excellence or Academy, and then as soon as you get to like the last year, which is under 16s, you then get chosen whether you're going to be a youth scholar, and then you train every day and act as a professional player, really.
Sure.
Which is good.
Well, you got so much going for you, my word.
Yeah, do you still do the boots thing? When you're an apprentice, you have to clean somebody's boots?
You don't have to, but you can ask. I like to ask because you get extra money for that, so it's good.
Okay.
I do actually clean the gaffer's boots.
Did you?
So, yeah.
Oh, my word.
That is good. That is good.
Good friend of mine, Ollie.
Yeah. We've got to play a song right now because there's a lot of people getting out there, and there's different ways of getting yourself out there, and the X Factor's just come back on. I don't know if either of you watched it. You know, you watched the X Factor.
Oh yes, I love the Nutters.
Yeah,
It's the best part.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is, yeah. I stopped watching it one day, Rob.
yeah, the auditions are the best part. But
Yeah.
there's a girl that has caught my eye, and I saw it at a festival about 2 months ago called Lucy Spraggan. She's from
Oh
Buxton.
yeah,
Did you
she's
see it?
great. I loved her song. I bought it.
Is that the girl with the guitar?
Yeah, Be a Fear.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I'm going to play that.
I bought the song.
Yeah,
bought the song. Yeah.
Well, a song was on iTunes. Her album's been on iTunes for probably
Yeah.
a year, but obviously now because they're going to do something with it, that goes off iTunes, and they probably.
It was just about to overtake Little Mix to go
Yeah.
to number 1. It was number 2.
Yeah, I saw her at a festival, and she did this song in the Facebook one, and you know, it was quite quirky.
Yeah.
But my problem is with that, you know, wouldn't she been better on Britain's Got Talent? Because when she gets to, if she does get to the televised bit, she'll just be in covers, and her act is basically her act.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
She does cover versions. She does one that you've done, A-Team. I've seen that on her
Yeah.
website.
It's good exposure for her, though, isn't it?
Very good,
Just to
yeah.
get on there. I mean, I thought she was great.
Her auditions had millions of views.
I'm sure it has.
Yeah.
I saw, who was that lad who did what's happened to my keys and my mobile phone?
Oh yes, he was on the show this week, Mr. Zip.
Is that who he is?
Yeah.
I mean, would you have known him, would we have all known him if it hadn't been for that?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
Well, he was on the show on Tuesday, I think. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that was brilliant. It made me laugh, that did. This girl is like another Victoria Wood.
Yeah.
You know, like a young Victoria. That she got that sort of quirkiness about what she writes, like Victoria Wood did.
Yeah. So it's different, but I don't think it's for the X Factor. But I hope I'm proved wrong because I think she's really talented.
Oh, I do.
So let's have a listen. This is called Last Night or Be a Fear.
Yeah.
And then we're back with Pete and Ollie.
Just missed another day again.
So that is Lucy Spraggan and Be a Fear or Last Night.
Great, isn't it?
It is quite quirky. I like the one she did with Ollie Murs, the Facebook one. I've heard
Yeah,
that
I
one as
haven't
well.
heard
That's
that.
quite good.
She got his name tattooed on her foot, didn't
Yeah.
she?
As part of the
Did she?
deal, she said if he sang a duet with her, she'd get his name tattooed on her foot, and she did. It's a bit
Really?
extreme. She's got one on her bottom as well.
Oh, my
She'll go
word.
dready length,
Yeah,
this
that's
girl.
right.
You know what I
Ollie's
mean?
a nice. The other Ollie Mears, he's a nice one.
Yeah, yeah. So Ollie Marland,
Very good.
I've just put it out there to give you some questions. We can carry on with what we were talking about. We were talking about the Stoke accent. You know, you've got a Stoke accent. Obviously, I have. Pete has. And we've on about some of the things that people say. You know, for instance, you hear it quite a lot. I've been up Hanley and I've brought a pair of shoes instead of bought. You know, things that people in Stoke say. Or can you borrow me a tenner instead of can you lend me a tenner?
Or can you learn me how to do that? We talked about it earlier on. And that people say that in Stoke.
Yeah.
I'm learning him how to drive. No, you're not.
So-
You're teaching him how to. He's learning. There you are. We did this earlier on, but it's a Stoke thing, isn't it, Ollie?
Yeah.
You know.
It is.
Are you
it
proud
is.
of this Stoke accent?
I am proud of the Stoke accent, yeah. I don't think I've got that much of a strong one, though.
No, you
Pe-
haven't.
People
but
say I haven't got like a real Stoke accent, but
you haven't got a heavy one. No, you haven't.
No.
But it's still there. There's still a
still
touch
there,
there.
it's
Yeah,
still
you
there.
never get away with it.
never
I
get
don't
away
think.
with it.
Well, I've been asked by a couple of people on Twitter. Emily has asked, do you prefer, careful with this one, think about it, North or South accents?
Oh, North or South accent?
Yeah.
I would answer that, but I don't know which
What the
accent's
difference
which.
is.
Yeah, I don't know what
Well,
the difference is.
if you go down south, you know, people are like, I'm not going to do it. Can you do a Cockney accent for us, Pete?
All right there, Gov. Yeah, it's that Savin thing, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's really...
You sound like North of Watford, mate.
Yeah, living down there for a
We
while.
sound Australian, don't we?
Well, it can be, yeah, I suppose. Yeah, the north, for me, the north starts round about Birmingham.
Oh yeah.
And anything south of that is France.
So, you don't know.
No, I don't know the difference, but I don't really have a preferable one. I like an Irish accent though.
Irish is great, isn't it?
Well, we've got Yvonne. She's listening this afternoon.
And I'll tell you, with all due respect...
I like the Irish accent. I like to do the Irish accent a lot.
That to be sure, that's a great one you have there.
Yeah.
Hey, you've started something, Yvonne, here now. I tell you, talking about accents, dialects, I think favourites, I like the Geordie, it's sing-songy. Scouse is very, very funny.
Yeah.
Scouse is funny. The one that doesn't sit well, particularly, I think, on a female, is the Brummy Black Country. You're right.
All right then,
You're
mate.
right there, yeah. Do you want some chips? You got the money? And it's a little bit harsh for me, that it doesn't, particularly on a woman, it doesn't sound right.
I love them all, I do. I'm with Ollie. I haven't got a favourite accent. As long as people can understand me. What I have to do, I was talking to somebody from France the other day who lives in the UK, who's married to an American. So I phoned up and goes, hello, how are you? And she went, before you carry on, slow a bit down. Slow a bit down.
Slow down,
You know, she says, I can't understand you.
No.
I wouldn't do her accent. Oh, I think we've hit a cul-de-sac here. I think we should turn around and go the other way. But yeah, Yvonne's listening from Ireland, and she likes your Irish impression there, Ollie.
Thank you very much.
She's 36 next week. Can you say
she's told you.
Oh yeah, happy birthday. I hope you have a great day.
Yeah.
Is there not 2 birthdays? There's another one, isn't there?
Oh yeah, this Six Town. The Six Town's birthday, but there is today little Sky's birthday. She is she's on her way here, and I've got a little surprise for her.
So she doesn't know, so be quiet in case she's listening in the car.
Right.
We'll be quiet about that. Some more questions. Now it's going a bit crazy now, so we'll read a few more out before we play another song. So again, somebody's asked you. The Swag Marlanders have asked, what's your favourite place in the UK?
My favourite place in the UK,
besides Stoke-on-Trent. So
besides Stoke, I would say. I haven't really been to that many places, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to Manchester. I've been to Birmingham. I don't know. London looks really cool, but I've never been, so I can't say that.
There's nobody English in London. Even the Queen's Helen Mirren.
Yeah.
It's full of every hotel you go in. There's nobody English living in it. It's amazing working in it.
Oh, God,
it's a nice place. Yeah,
it's beautiful.
Yeah,
Can I recommend Cornwall?
You can recommend Cornwall.
I'll recommend Cornwall. It's great.
Actually, there we go. I've got it. Brighton.
Ah, there you go.
Love I went there. I went camping, and I went to the beach, and I was like, "What?" It was like the sea was like dead blue.
Yes, pebbles on the beach.
It was real nice. I was like, "Wow."
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
That's where I've got to go. Right, we're writing down the other day places I've got to visit, and I've never been to Brighton. And that's on my list, Brighton.
Yeah.
Brighton.
Yeah. It's a fair trek though. I've been to Cornwall.
Cornwall's wonderful.
Yeah, it's a lovely.
If the weather was good over here, you wouldn't go abroad. You go to Cornwall. I can recommend
And I've been
that.
Newquay. People surf down there.
Yeah, but beyond there and further down, it's fabulous. Cornwall.
Yeah, I've been to Fenton.
It's
nice up there.
Yeah, it is. Gomsmill's nice in the
summer. We're getting at the moment loads of requests for you to sing a song. So perhaps do you want me to tell you some of the songs that we've been given as requests?
Yeah,
Okay,
please.
I'll read them out for you. Okay, we've been asked if you'll sing "Thinking of Me," Ollie Murs, The Script, "The Man Who Can't Be Moved." What else have we got? "As Long As You Love Me," Lawson, "Taking Over Me," "Anything by The Wanted," "I'm Yours," Wonderwall, "Express Yourself," Justin Bieber's "Fall," "What If," Jason Derulo, "Payphone," "Crazy," another one for Lawson, "Cold Coffee" by Ed Sheeran.
Oh yeah. I might do that one actually.
"Hold On," Michael Bublé.
Hold
Is that a request? Do you want you "Hold On," Michael Bublé? I will ask him. But yeah, we've had quite a few there.
Okay.
I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll take an ad break while you have a think, and you're going to pick one of them. Yeah?
Okay.
And then we'll get you singing it.
Six Towns Radio.
Yes, 6 Sounds Radio for a Friday afternoon. Still with Pete Conway. We've still got Ollie Marland with us. And before the ad break, the listeners were choosing a song, and we give you a list. And you've picked one, haven't you, mate?
Yeah, I've picked Ed Sheeran, "Cold Coffee." So, shall I go straight, yeah?
I think you should let me just press record on the tape play.
Okay.
Go for it, mate.
She's like cold coffee in the morning. Well, I'm drunk off last night's whiskey and coke. She'll make me shiver without warning and make me laugh as if I'm in on the joke. And you can stay with me forever, or you could stay with me for now. And tell me if I'm wrong, and tell me if I'm right, and tell me if you need a loving hand to help you fall asleep tonight. And tell me if I know, and tell me if I do, and tell me how to fall in love the way you want me to. Because I love the way you wake me up. No, for goodness sake, will my love not be enough? And tell me if I'm wrong, and tell me if I'm right, and tell me if you need a loving hand to help you fall asleep tonight. There you go.
That was nice, wasn't it, Pete?
Oh my word, got another fan now. Brilliant.
That's it.
Thank you.
Absolutely brilliant.
That was good. I've noticed, because you do a cover every week, don't you, and put it online. It must be difficult, because, you know, you listen to music all the time to remember all the words, and I can go to the shop and want two things and can't remember one when I get there.
Yeah.
So
you find it easy with lyrics?
There's a funny thing. I can remember lyrics to songs like really good. Like it's like in my head, and I rarely forget lyrics. But with general things, I can't tell you how bad I am. My mum.
Welcome to my world. Oh. Don't worry about it. I found that when I was working, I picked lyrics up pretty easily.
Yeah.
You play them in the car, you play them over. You get them in your head pretty quickly. And then, but I couldn't remember where I got to go singing.
Yeah. What about Robbie? Does he?
Rob's pretty good. Yeah. No, he's good. He's very good with lyrics. Yeah.
I know sometimes you know he puts the mic out to the crowd.
Oh yeah,
because they know the words as well.
Well, yeah. If the note goes a bit high as well, that's a nice way to get out of that. I remember doing a show once, and I was surrounded by dancers, and it's the first time we'd done it, and the song was. Love is in the air every time you look around. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Love is in the air every sight and every sound. And so I'm doing that, and got all these dancers with feathers twirling around me. And it's the first time I've done it, so I've learned it. And love is in the air through the whisper of the trees was the second verse. And then I'm thinking, what comes after that? Oh! Oh! And there's all these people there and all these dancers. And so I thought... So I said, love is in the air, through the trembling of the knees, which isn't the verse. No. And all the dancers looked at me and went, what? Trembling of the... And I don't know if I'm being fooled.
I used to, the first time I got in, like, when I first got into singing, I used to do that. I used to forget the lyrics quite a bit, but I used to, like, make my own up. And then sometimes
that's the only way to do it. You can't do any other.
Half the time, people don't even recognise.
95% of the people wouldn't know any difference.
Well, it is because people do change lyrics all the time. They think you're doing it on purpose nowadays.
Could do,
You know, they think it's a pastiche or it's your version of it.
Yeah,
you know, you just change the word, make it a bit more local to you. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that was fantastic. Getting loads of love there. A lot of people wanted that. I think that was probably one of the most popular choices.
Was it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Which is quite good. More coming in. We might get another one in a bit, but I want some more questions. You've got some merchandise. You've got some wristbands, haven't you?
I have. I've got wristbands.
Are they selling well?
Yeah, they're selling good. My last gig, I sold quite a few, which was good. I'm trying to get them sorted on my website, so people are moaning like who aren't in this country or who can't make it to my gigs because they're too far away in this country. They want them, so I'm going to try and get that sorted for them to be able to purchase them on my website. So that should be good, and hopefully there will be new things to come, such as posters, and I'm going to do a calendar for Christmas, so that'll be cool.
Great. Where can they come and see you? Where are you actually? Have you got any gigs in?
My next gig is in Macclesfield Town Centre, which is next weekend. It's the 8th of September.
That's Six Town's birthday. Give it a mention.
Yeah, I'll give Six Town's a mention. Yeah, it's the Luminous Festival,
right?
Which is good. I can't wait for that. So everyone should come see me, and
Fabulous.
I'll
I'm sure they will. That's great. How do the boys, the rest of your teammates, take your other side of the thing? Football's one thing. How do they take it, the lads?
They always ask me. Sometimes they're like, "Oh, I won't come and watch you," and sometimes they're like, "Oh, what's it like?" They ask me every day, "Oh, have you got any more gigs coming up soon?" Or they always give me banter about, "Oh, ask me how many followers I've got."
Yeah, well, there is one thing. Football is a short-lived thing.
Very short.
I mean, the entertainment business can be very precarious as well. But short-lived thing of football, you've got a longer longevity with singing, and I'm sure you'll. Well, hopefully, my feelings are you'll do very well, and I hope you do.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I want to be a model.
Yeah, Toby Jugs.
I'm still living that dream. You know
Oven gloves. I'll be an oven glove.
Shoe model.
Yeah.
I've got a great question for you. I like this one. This is from, a Twitter name is like Jolie, but I'll cut off there. What was your first thought when you woke up this morning?
My first thought, what does my hair look like?
And he's being serious, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm being serious. And then my second thought is food.
I love this question. This is from Sammy G. Right?
Oh yeah, I know Sammy.
If you were a wasp, just imagine it. If you were a wasp,
if I was a wasp
for a day, who is the first person you would sting? That's a good question, isn't it?
That's a good one.
I don't really know. I don't want to inflict pain on people.
A cheeky sting.
A cheeky sting. Frankie the Saturdays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could go nicely with
a bum.
Yeah, that could go nicely with the next question I was going to ask you. If you could date anybody in the world.
Jennifer Lopez.
Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah.
She must be like 45.
I don't care. She's still gorgeous.
Fair enough, Jennifer. If you're listening.
I want to do a Harry Styles with Caroline Flack.
Yeah. He did okay. It should be great to do a duet with her, I think.
That would be cool.
I was thinking, because we said before about who would you duet with, and you mentioned people like Labyrinth and people like that. But a female-male duet at work, I think.
I'd like to do that with Pixie Lott.
Yeah, that'd be quite good. Yeah. Just mentioned Labyrinth. You're going to watch him, aren't you?
I am. I can't wait. I'm buzzing. That is it. October, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. The tickets come, so I can't wait. Yeah.
Is there any other gigs you want to go, or you're planning on seeing anyone?
Just the only person that I really want to see in concert is Chris Brown, because he's like my idol. But I don't think he's like got anything planned for this country yet, or if he has, I don't know about it, and I need to get on it.
People are probably harassing them saying come to the UK like they're harassing you go to America, so you could do a swap. You know what I mean? Like one of them TV shows where they send you to America and they send them over here. You could go live with your mum and dad.
and play up front for the Veil.
It'd be good at all.
And you can duet with Rihanna on rude songs. But that'd be quite good. Cool. Another question. Let's have another one. If you're invisible for a day, what would you do? And that's from Beth Beatty.
I'd probably go to my friends or I'd probably play. That would be cool. Playing football, invisible, tackling people, and they'd be like, "What?" Or getting things and holding them in the air so it looks like they're floating.
Freak people out a bit.
Yeah.
That was Casper. That single's out today. It's called Crunch Down. I'm still with Pete Conway. Hello, Pete. You alright?
Hello, good.
You alright there?
Yeah, I'm enjoying today. It's great. It's nice to have somebody else in, isn't it?
Yeah. Pete comes down at least once a month.
Yeah, that's about that, yeah.
Yeah. And we could come round your house for a brew.
Sure, that's right. We can normally have 2 hours. It's nice to have somebody else in.
You won't go round, Ollie? Oh, the Brit Award.
Yeah. I've got all sorts of things.
When he's making a cup of tea.
Yeah, before
do a speech in the mirror.
Yeah.
I haven't done that. I was just looking at Twitter and somebody's complimenting me on my accent. Thank you. It's about time I got some love on Twitter. It's my show. You know what I mean? You've got a big following in France apparently. French team Ollie or Frenchy team Ollie want to know if you can speak any French.
Bonjour, madame. Je t'aime. I think that says I love you.
Yeah.
Je t'aime, yeah.
Je t'aime.
Un peu is a little.
Un
Can you
peu.
speak any French? Un peu is
Un peu,
a
yeah.
little.
Un peu, lumpe,
Stick it up your jumper.
That's one thing I regret at school. I dropped French in year 9 and I was quite good at it and I wish I'd have carried on, but there we go, that's it.
Oh, that's life. That's
Regret.
life.
I did Spanish instead.
You can still do it though. You can pick it up.
True.
Oh, you pick up lyrics. You can pick up French, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Another question. If you were a girl for a day, what would you do?
So weird. A girl for a day?
I'd go to the gym. No. That's enough. That's enough. Stop there.
I'd probably check myself out in the mirror. Look at myself naked in the mirror. I don't know. That's it.
Would you do your hair?
No,
because you love your hair.
in the mirror.
Moving on. If you could eat anything right now, what would you eat? That's from Hannah McIntyre.
I just had a vanilla slice from
Oh,
Wright's
nice.
across the road.
Yeah, nice.
I could eat another one of them, so
Nice
I might
cake.
go after.
You get gifts off your fans when you've done shows?
I get a lot of gifts. I have
anything nice you've had?
Bracelets. That's probably the most popular one. I get bracelets. I've got about 50 in my drawer. I change my bracelets every day, so thank you for them. And I get lots of sweets as well. But I've been told off by my dentist to stop eating sweets, so my teeth stay nice.
Yeah, I hate getting told off for the dentist. You go to the dentist,
I'm
you're
scared
lying
of the
there,
dentist.
you're lying there,
I
and
like
they
it.
say to you at the end, like, so buy some floss. You don't floss, do you? And I'm like, I do every month or so. And they say, well, do it every week. And you always say, yes, you will. You take all the products, then you never do. And then the week before you go, you're there brushing, flossing, try and get in
That's
good
what
condition.
He is right, though.
Everyone in the room, everyone in the room says the same thing.
He's thinking about your future, not today, and it's very easy to live for today, but in years to come, you'll know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I do that all the time. Some more questions, and let's just refresh the Twitter, because we're getting some good ones. I like the ones where we just pick them off the top. What's the nicest thing a fan has ever said to you? That is from a One Direction fan.
The nicest thing a fan, I'd say, this one time a fan emailed me to, it's like a really long email, and just told me like she'll be my fan, like she's been my fan from my first video, and she'll be my fan if like I get loads of fans, and I won't even I won't get to speak to her, she'll still be my fan. And she reminded me that like all the fans that I have now will still be there when I have thousands, so that was really touching and made me smile, so yeah.
That's great, isn't it?
That's it, yeah. See, Pete, you know all this, don't you? You know all this. You've been through it all. You've had people sitting outside
It's fabulous.
house.
I'm loving every minute of it. It's
People
like a
right-
whole new world.
Yeah.
It's all coming flooding back to me. Somebody once said to me when I'd just come off stage that I make Perry Como look like a nervous wreck, which you won't know Perry Como, but he was so laid back it was untrue.
Was he?
And that was the nicest thing that was ever said to me. You make Perry Como look like a nervous wreck, because that was a nice thing, isn't it?
When I'm gigging, I think the nicest thing somebody's ever said is...
Here's your money.
Yeah, I'm going to say, we're going to pay you this week. Something like that. More. Yeah, more. I hate that. So stop saying more, please, listeners. Right, somebody keeps asking me the same question, so I'm going to ask you, but it doesn't make a lot of sense. What did Ollie think when he could sing? That is from Team Ollie Marland. What did he mean by that? What did he think when he could sing? The first time you sang, what did you think?
I can't really remember. I was just like, oh, this is fun, and then I just...
Have you always sang, Ollie, right through your life as a kid?
No.
No, when you were younger?
Never. About 2 years ago.
Really?
Nearly 2 years ago, yeah, in my last year of high school.
That's very good. You see, I used to get a lot of people come to me when I was entertainment manager, and I did things. We did talent shows and what have you.
Yeah.
And I get young people and parents coming to me and saying, she can sing Somewhere Over the Rainbow very well, good. And she's and so can a lot more. And her auntie Ethel thinks she's wonderful. Yeah, I'm sure she does. But there's millions of them. But there's some people with something different, and you've got that, which is very, very lucky for you.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
No, yeah, you have. And a lot of people, and they'll say to me, if I send them to a voice trainer or a voice coach or a singing teacher, You can't teach singing.
No.
You can probably make your breathing better. You can improve on what you've got.
Yeah.
But if little Josie can sing Somewhere Over the Rainbow off key, she isn't going to be taught anything different by a singing teacher. It isn't going to get better.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to be in there some way. You've got to help them halfway. You've got to be able to sing.
Yeah.
and you're fortunate if you've only just started doing what you're doing. Then that's amazing, really, because you've got it right, and the diction's right. I was telling you earlier on.
Yeah.
And your breathing's right, and it's a great sound you've got as well, which
Thank
is
you very much.
wonderful. You know,
Yeah.
it's
He gives me advice. He said to me once, "Don't give up your day job."
Yeah.
And
Well, this is
he's realised I'm not getting paid for it. So that's probably for the best. Give us the best advice.
great.
Best advice. So we've answered that one. That came up 100 times. So I thought I'd ask that. Why are you so attractive, Ollie? Why? That's not from me. That's from Mrs. Marland and Marigold. She not only likes you, she likes the guy out of JLS.
I would say I got it from my mother.
Good answer, seeing she's in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's from your dad.
Oh, my dad.
He's sitting
Get
there.
both mixed together.
How many followers you got on Twitter now?
15,700 something.
Okay, that's quite
It's
good.
going up. It's going up.
We've got nearly 6,000, so I've got a question for you. Can you tweet Follow 6 Times Radio?
Yeah, I'll
so if we
tweet
get
that
to
after.
15,000, that'd be quite good.
I'll do that now.
People are asking you about tour dates quite a lot. When you're going to come to London, when you're going to come to France, America, Chester, Cheshire, Nottingham. These are just a few that we've had today. You don't really know. That's the thing. When you get a tour date, you tweet about it and let everyone know. You know what I mean? But you probably will put a tour together.
Probably next year.
Yeah.
I think. I might have a few things in December, but I can't confirm that yet. But it will be different places, and I'm not saying that London might be one of them.
Ooh, seeing you haven't been. You know what I mean? It would be nice. Yeah. That was Devlin and Ed Sheeran, Watchtower. We'll be joined by a few more people in the studio. We'll talk about it a little bit. Pete's still with me, aren't you, mate?
Yep. Nice to be here.
But Ollie's got a little
surprise.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of a surprise for Sky over there. We've got a birthday cake. A few more have come in the studio. I think we should all sing happy birthday to Sky.
We've got a studio full of people
Yeah.
there, which is great. And a lot of young people, and Sky is 7 years old today.
Yeah.
Is that right? Yes, good.
Okay, so
Can we sing happy birthday and everybody that's listening?
Okay, you up for that, Ol?
Are you ready, Ol?
Yeah, he's up for
Have
that.
you got a
Okay,
microphone?
then. Right.
Right.
Is everyone doing it together?
We'll do it.
I think we're all going for it
We'll
together.
all sing it together.
And you better sing along at home as well.
Yes,
all the
correct.
hundreds of people who are listening this afternoon.
There we
just
are.
for Sky. You know what I mean?
Right. After three.
Okay, yeah.
3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sky. All together now. Happy birthday to you. Ray. Oh, it's party time.
Yeah, I can remember when I was 7. It wasn't that long ago.
I don't think I ever was.
And yeah. So what we're going to do, we're going to have an ad break now, and Ollie is going to sing for us again, I think.
Yeah.
That'd be quite nice. Should we get people to tweet in, Ollie? Very quickly? What songs? Yeah, okay, we'll have a few tweets then. Get tweeting right now. You've got 3 minutes to choose a song, and we'll go through them in a minute.
6 Towns Radio.
We've got quite a bit of a party going on here this afternoon at 6 Towns Radio, a birthday party. I'm available for parties. Are you available for parties, Pete?
I'm available. Yeah, I've retired now.
I was on the Wiki Slink once.
The mitzvahs.
You know what I mean? What are you famous for?
Me, dearie me.
Yeah. Okay, we've got Ollie in the corner. Are you up for doing a party? Every day's a party.
Every day's a party.
Yeah. We've had loads of people suggesting songs for the first time. Crazy, Crawl by Chris Brown. Yeah. Another Lawson one, Taking Over Me. Next to You. Thinking of Me. As Long As You Love Me, As Long As You Love Me. Express Yourself, Small Bump. Yeah, loads of requests. But you've chosen one.
I have. I'm going to do One Direction. What Makes You Beautiful.
Take it away, sir.
Okay. You're insecure, don't know what for. You're turning heads when you walk through the door. Don't need makeup to cover up. Being the way that you are is enough.
Everyone else in the room can see it. Everyone else but you. Baby, you light up my world like nobody else. The way that you flip your hair gets me overwhelmed. But when you smile at the ground, it ain't hard to tell. You don't know, oh, you don't know you're beautiful. If only you saw it, I could see. You'll understand why I want you so desperately. Right now I'm looking at you and I can't believe you don't know. Ooh, oh, you don't know you're beautiful. Oh, that's what makes you beautiful. There you go.
Oh, nice one, mate. I was tempted to do the doom. But it sounded a bit more like Grease when I do it. Summer loving. But thanks for that, Ollie. You know, you put up a cover version every week. Who decides? You know, do people give you requests, or do you come up with everyone yourself, or is it family, friends?
Some people do ask for requests, but I try to. I've got this thing, like, people put their covers on YouTube, and they go for like a certain like genre of what they do. So I've tried to like mix that up. I've done. Obviously Justin Bieber. I've done Labyrinth, which is different again. One Direction, Ollie Mears, The Kooks, which is different again. Michael Bublé, Ronan Keating. So I just try to mix it up and not be like a one-trick pony. So I just want to show everyone that I can do.
So you do listen to a bit of everything,
music. Yeah, I do listen to a bit of everything apart from like heavy screaming rock.
Another thing, I just interrupt there a second. I just want to say that people that don't sing, if you do sing or you don't sing, it's very difficult singing without some music behind you.
Yeah.
Because that helps. It always does. And if you can do that and be very listenable too, without that help of the music behind you, and Ollie sounds like, I can listen to him if it's all music as well. And that's, from an old fogey like me, I think is... because I listen to the younger generation of so-called pop stars and things, and the majority I don't take to a lot because I'm of that age, and that's with music. And but I could listen. You know, I'm just pushing the thing for the older generation. I can listen to Ollie because I think he's very good.
One thing,
I just sort of tell you that.
Making me blush in the corner.
One thing we discussed before, Ollie, because Pete, like I say, Pete comes down quite a lot. We discuss singers and stuff, and. Pete likes a lot of entertainers, and I do as well. People who can get up on a stage, they don't need a band behind them or singing, dancing.
A lot of people don't realise when they're doing the X Factor and Britain's Got Talent and whatever, and perhaps they can sing somewhere over the rainbow pretty well, and some of them do, whatever. But what you've got to realise is when you become a star, you've got to entertain people for at least 2 hours.
Yeah.
And that's the hard bit. You know, it isn't... I've seen lots of people and they said, well, I've sang that and it sounds good, yeah, and I enjoyed. But would I really want to watching them in half an hour's time? Because they haven't got that little bit of something that makes you watch them for the rest of the time. Not necessarily how they're singing, because they've got that presence. That's something that you can't teach. Presence on stage is what you're born with, and you've got I think you've got the package, and I'm just looking forward to finding out what happens next.
You've got buckets full of it, haven't you? Charisma.
Great, I love it.
Thank you. I'm getting all red.
No, it's like the Ollie fan club down in the cellar. But it's all right, nothing wrong with that.
When I go karaoke now, I walk up on stage, look all confident and think this guy's going to be brilliant, and as soon as it starts, and then I start warbling. I've ruined it then. I've got the charisma walking up to the mic.
We were talking about dialects. We've been talking about dialects earlier on. Talking about open mics and things. You'll love this one. This is so Stoke, it's untrue. And it's many, many years ago. It was in the pub in Golden Hill, and a friend of mine was playing keyboards, and this fella came up to sing, as they do in the open mic thing. And he said to my mate who was playing keyboards, cosplay Fardomer. And he said, cosplay Fardomer? He said, don't know it. He said, they just know Fardomer? He said, no. He said, well, you sing it. He said, and I'll pick you up. He said, he looked at him. I'm going back many, many donkeys years ago.
Yeah.
So he said, so he got the mic. He looked at my mate who was a keyboard player and looked at him as though he didn't know what he was doing. Then he turned around and he said, Fardomer, a homer in the morning, a homer in the evening, oh, over this land. Cosplay Fardomer. If I had a hammer, that was, by the way. If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning, I'd hammer in the evening, all over this. Cuss for hammer, I'd hammer in the evening.
If you didn't say that there, I was looking at you very
you wouldn't
blankly.
have a clue, no, would you? But that's so Stoke, that's another one.
Yeah.
Cosplay for hammer.
Do you say remind me on?
No, I don't think I do.
No.
It must
What
be.
would you say about, if you needed reminding about something, would you remind me?
Yeah, remind me, please.
Yes.
You'd even put please on the end.
Yeah, it's very nice.
You've even got manners. What's going on?
No, you've got everything.
The full package. So, what's next for you then? You know, because your website's all looking brilliant up there. You know, you've got a single which you've got a video for.
Mm-hmm.
What are you working on at the moment?
What I'm working on now is trying to get my fan base going and get lots of Twitter followers, people on Facebook just to like my page, just to try and get my hits up really, and then to do lots of gigs. And I'm working on an album, and always trying to improve on my songwriting because I've only been doing it since Christmas, so there's always room to improve. So
songwriters,
just trying to get better and trying to get noticed and trying to hopefully in the future to get signed.
Yeah, because we played one of your songs last time you were here, and we were on about songwriting, and I suppose you write about experience and love, etc. And you know, what can you write about at the moment? Because you play football quite a lot.
I know it is difficult, really, but I just try to if it's not my things, then stuff that's happened to my friends or just stuff I see, like when I'm out and about, just seeing funny things or people walking together or whatever, really. just any inspiration, then just write it down. I use my phone actually. I like sing it into my phone and then go from there. I get home and then build out a full song out of a few lines. Try to anyways.
Any more questions, Pete? Because we've got to wrap up, or should we play a song?
It's coming round to that time of night, isn't it?
It's very nice of you to come down again, Ollie. The people have loved it again on Twitter.
Anytime.
I've just left the Twitter window open. I'll just have a click on the emails and everything. But yeah, it's just gone crazy. I want to thank everybody on Twitter who's asked a question. Hopefully we've got them all. But keep following at Ollie Marland.
Thank you very much.
What's your Facebook page?
Just Ollie Marland, like the page, and don't add anyone on Facebook called Ollie Marland because it's not me. It's people trying to be me.
Yeah,
so
they're from Leeds as well. Can you remember that when I said somebody said you were from Leeds last time you came down? There's a page. That's where I saw it. Somebody from Leeds saying they're Ollie Marland.
Yeah, I've tried to report. There's one left. I think someone said he's from America, and he's speaking to like people like about me, and it's like it's not me.
You've got a lot more of that to come.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
It's quite annoying, but I'll get on with it.
Yeah. We had Slash's uncle Ian in here a few weeks ago. You met Ian a few times now. And he was in a pub one night, and I think it was in Fenton, and a guy come up to him, he goes, "Do you know who I am?" And he went, "No." He goes, "I'm Slash's uncle." He goes, "Oh, yeah, that's really nice. He's from round here, isn't he?" What do you do, you know what I mean?
Dear.
So you're going to get quite a lot of that. But yeah, you seem well grounded. Good luck with the football. When's your next match? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow, Macclesfield away.
You played quite a lot in Macclesfield football, then singing there. Take a few flyers with you to the match, hand them out amongst the crowd. But yeah, thanks a lot, and thanks to Pete as well.
Pleasure, nice to see you. Bud.
Thanks for all the crowd in the background as well. Thanks to Sky, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to Sky.
Happy birthday, Sky.
Yeah, we got Lisa up next, but have a great weekend, everyone. Thanks a lot.
Nice one.
Broadcasting to Stoke-on-Trent and the world. This is Six Towns Radio.